Welcome back to This Day Live, the Sunday talk show here on the Arise News channel. Still with me in the studio is Jide Ologun, legal practitioner, national development advocate, and fellow Institute of Leadership, Coaching, and Strategy. Chief Jim Chimezie Okolo has been accused of securing the AKK gas pipeline contract for engineer Emeka Okosa, chairman of Oilserve Limited, under false pretenses. Okolo allegedly demanded a $5 million finder's fee and threatened Okosa's life and family when his demands were not met. Okosa reported the threats to the DSS, Department of State Services, which investigated Okolo, leading to charges of criminal intimidation, manufacturing false evidence, and providing false information to deceive a public servant. Okolo was charged to appear before Justice Baturi of the FCT High Court. Okolo later filed a fundamental rights action challenging his arrest and investigation. On June 16, 2025, Justice G.K. Olutu dismissed Okolo's suit for lacking merit, allowing his prosecution to continue. However, Mr. Okolo, placed advertisements in newspapers denying that the court ever ruled against him. For more insights into this development, Maduabuchi, a senior advocate of Nigeria, joins me now from Abuja. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Maduabuchi.
Thank you, Doctor. It's always a pleasure.
Well, you're welcome. But first, are you the counsel on record for either of the parties? I need to establish that.
Yeah. I am counsel to Engineer Emeka Okosa, C-O-N-F-N-S-E.
Okay.
And is the chairman, chief executive officer of the Oilserve Group.
Okay, what I see in this matter is both parties offering different interpretations of the court ruling. Justice Olutu, according to the CTC, said the matter was lacking the fundamental human rights enforcement proposal suit by Mr. Okolo lacked merit. But he said, no, it is not true. He went to the newspaper and placed adverts in two different newspapers and said that, what is being put out there against him was not what the court said. Now, this is not the first time this will happen. We've seen many cases where a judgment that is written down, everything is clear. You'll find counsel on both sides offering two different interpretations. Why is this so? Is it a problem with the lawyers or a problem with the judges who write these rulings?
Well, Doc, let me make one correction here. There is no controversy regarding the judgment of Justice Olutu, which I have before me here in your Abuja studios. And I'm sure you have a copy of that judgment. So anybody who says that he does not understand what the Honorable Judge said or is trying to miscue or misinterpret what the Honorable Judge said, is only being mischievous. I have the judgment with me. If you want, I can read the last page of what the judge said. The matter was roundly dismissed. I argued the case for Okosa and Oilserve. Marshal Abubakar argued the case for Jim Okolo. And when the judgment was ready, all of us were contacted on phone. And the judgment was delivered. So I don't know where Okolo is getting the idea that what date is the matter adjourned to? The fundamental right issue has been completely dismissed and terminated. So he's just being mysterious by pretending not to know that his case has been thrown out.
Well, counsel on both sides in court when the judgment was delivered.
Yes.
So you were there?
I am a senior advocate. No, I would. Of course, my office was there. My office was there.
Okay. But
I wouldn't go for a judgment as an SN, no.
Okay, on the substantive matter between Oisav and Mr. Okolo, what is the status of that matter now? Because that has not been determined.
There is no matter between... No, there is no matter. It's not pending anywhere.
But there is a particular case.
He didn't go to court to say... But
there is a case, FGN versus Okolo.
He didn't go to court.
And 3 others.
No, that one is... I still have it here. That is a criminal prosecution by the Attorney General of the Federation. Not by oil self. Not by engineer Emeka Okwosa, CON, FNSC. When we wrote our petition to the DSS, you see, let me explain why I went to the DSS. Jim Okolo and his cohorts had always told us, if you go to police, we have brought them over, they are with us. They won't do anything to us. So when I decided that we needed a petition, I now sent the petition to the DSS. And after investigating the matter, the DSS forwarded the file to the Director of Public Prosecutions, Federal Ministry of Justice. The director, in execution of his public duty, vetted the file and found established, one, that Jim Okolo didn't know anything about the AKK project. And that he was just a gold digger who was threatening the life of Sir Emeka Okwosa. That is why the DPP now charged him to court on a 17-count charge. 17. So we don't have any case with him. Again, let me say this again. When the DSS was investigating Jim Okolo, they found a more devastating crime he had committed. He had been presenting himself as a member of the House of Representatives, representing Idemili North and South Federal Constituency. And based on that pretense, false pretense, he had been collecting money from people, promising them jobs. We have the charge here.
Okay.
And it's still standing trial. Yes. Okay. So the man is not somebody that we should take seriously at all.
Okay, Mr. Maduabuchi, the main thing here is that Mr. Okolo is claiming that he got the AKK contract for your client and that he's entitled to a $5 million finder's fee. Whether this was a contract in good faith or something, written down, what actually transpired? Is it true? Is this allegation true? Because, people talk about finder's fee, truly.
Dr. Abati, you are closely associated with my schoolmate, Ibe. So I'm sure you know about oil. Where they will discuss a contract of $2-point-something billion, Jim Okolo will not be allowed near the gate. The man, when he was arrested, he said it was one Mrs. Obue, who was managing director of PPMC, that helped him get the job, get the contract for my clients. The DSS, in their thorough nature, called the woman. The The woman said, please, oh, I don't even know who is Jim Okolo. That she was only working in the, I think, downstream. That the other one is upstream or midstream. I don't know how they class it. But that she has nothing to do with the contract. She doesn't know Jim Okolo. She never helped him get any contract for anybody.
Okay, sir. One last question.
Let me tell you, Doc. Just a minute, sir. Just a minute. Emeka Okwosa got to know Jim Okolo in 2015. That contract was awarded in 2012, 2013. So how can you get a job for somebody before you knew him?
Okay, sir. Well,
so it's simply a cocktail of lies and fabrication.
Okay, one other thing that I'm concerned about, and you can help us shed light on this. I see that increasingly, when there is a matter in court, litigants end up in the media. Either they go to newspapers or they go to television houses. In fact, the other day I was joking with one of the counsel that came here that very soon on this table we will start sitting in judgment as a court of our own. And we will issue judgments whether it's binding or not, because parties bring cases to us, before us. So why is this the trend? You are giving powers to the media that we will soon appropriate.
Well, you see, there's no serious lawyer that leaves his chambers to go and start befriending the press. You do your work in your chambers. You know the lawyers that worked for Jim Okolo? The first one was Alex AJCM SAN. Then Femi Falana SAN. These people withdrew from the case. Because they saw that the man didn't have any case. He was just a gold digger, a meddlesome interloper. So the question of going to the press is people who they want to ensnare gullible people. It's not that he's just not a serious human being. He shouldn't be taken seriously at all.
Well, on that note,
in all honesty,
I would like to thank you very much for joining us on This Day Live, this Sunday talk show.